Formula None Films presents the making of the Formula None Raceway.
Hi, I'm Bob Poman. This was my beautiful scale-extric 4-lane analog track. In July 2025, I had to take it down as I was moving. The biggest decision in my new house was whether to make it digital or analog.
I'm a slot car racer who can't decide if I should change from analog to digital. I love my own lane, but I do like to pass on the same lane. I love the inner lane, but the outer is cool too. I like the analog meditation, but I love the sensation of racing with someone on the same lane. Is it digital or is it analog? Is it digital or is it analog?
Okay, I'm finally all moved in, and it's time to build a new track. After racing at Kim's on his digital track, I fell in love with Carrera Digital, but I still wanted to be able to race analog on the same track. What I love about digital is that it feels like it's an actual race. You always know what position you're in, and you can always see your rival in front or behind you till the end of the race. When you're finished racing, the race is over. But I also like analog. There is something meditative about having your own lane and going as fast as you can without worrying that someone is going to come from behind and bump you. I don't feel one is better than the other, they're just different. So how do you do both on the same track? Well, I figured it out. I can go from analog to digital in a couple of minutes too. Here's how I did it. The basement presented several obstacles with the chimney base and heating system right in the center of the space. Because of this, the track had to be designed to flow around the chimney. I created the initial layout in Rail Modeler Pro, which features an excellent Carrera slot car interface. We finally settled on this layout. One thing I've learned after building many tracks, the plans that are on paper only go so far. When plastic meets the wood, the project takes on a life of its own. The platform becomes a canvas of pure beauty and speed. Here are some shots from tracks I've built over the last 25 years.
I'm a slot car racer who has decided to build an analog and a digital track. I love my own lane, but I do like to pass on the same lane. I love the inner lane, but the outer is cool too. I like the analog meditation, but I love the sensation of racing with someone on the same lane. I love digital, and I love analog too.
Okay, here's how we did it. My son Sam and I got some 2x4s and cut them up to make sawhorses at the perfect height, with a 3/4 inch plywood to live on, so the drivers will have a clear view of either side of the chimney. We used a large level to make sure the plywood would be level. The first sheets of plywood were laid out in front of the chimney. The driver's station will be against the back wall with the Watkins Glen posters. I chose Carrera as I wanted to race 1/24 scale cars. Carrera also has the best digital system out there. I wanted to have a long straightaway into a bank turn, so first I had to figure out where to put the bank so I could get the longest straightaway. Then I made the longest straightaway I could. Turned out the placement of the bank on my original drawing was best. Time to make sure I have all the track pieces I need. Sam helped me lay the final plywood down. I couldn't have done this without him. Now I have to figure out how to make 3 fun turns coming from the bank. The first turn needs to go around the pole. I always make the outside lanes first. Then the next 2 turns come back around and over the straight, which comes off the bank. While I worked on one side, Sam was working on the other side of the chimney, getting the shoulders ready by the hairpin. I tried the Carrera up and downhill. I found it to be clumsy. So I made a gradual hill coming off the second turn and raised the third turn in the back straight into a Carrera downhill into a sharp curve. Look, there's Carmen. I couldn't have done this without her too. I could have never figured this out on paper. Then the final turn before the pits. I cut some pylons to fit just right. Now it's time for the wiring. I cut some holes at the spots that needs jumper cables. I had a terminal for each lane so I could spread power all over the track. Digital has to have consistent power. Hey, the car's going around. Now I need to do the shoulders. I always liked the shoulders at Miami and Abu Dhabi. It's a beautiful turquoise. So I painted all the straight curbs that color and put red tape on the turns and made a white line all around the track. I also made yellow arrows before all the lane changers so drivers know where the changers are. I installed 4 TrackMate analog controller stations. This allows us to race analog. We extended the wires for the digital controllers to 6 separate inputs. I also put the analog TrackMate timer bridge into the Carrera bridge, making one unit. I had to switch the wiring in the control unit to change the direction, so I could have it on the outside, not on the inside of the track. Since I didn't want to remove any tracks when I went from analog to digital, I had to install a switch to stop the analog power from entering the control unit, and a switch on every wire that feeds both lanes simultaneously. I'll make detailed videos on how to do the wiring and all the work I did on the track. Let me know what you would like to know about and ask me in the comments. And please subscribe, we make no money doing this. It would be great if we could. We'll be putting tons of buildings, scenery, and hundreds of figures all around the track. So I need the space to put the pit stands in the proper place. So I used a number 4 turn on each side of the pit off of the lane changer. I had to cut the straights in the pit to the right length to make it fit. The bank needs high fences, or the cars fly into the sky like the old Monza bank turns in Italy. All I had left to do was put the inner curb on the last turn, add some posts, straighten out the pits, and we're ready to race.
I'm a slot car racer who has decided to build an analog and a digital track. I love my own lane, but I do like to pass on the same lane. I love the inner lane, but the outer is cool too. I like the analog meditation, but I love the sensation of racing with someone on the same lane. I love digital, and I love analog too.
Now we can do analog and digital on the same track.
And I love analog too.
Formula None Raceway is ready for business.
And I love analog too. I love digital. And I love analog too.
Here's a trailer for my next film. The 2025 NSR Vintage 24 Hours of Le Mans slot car race in Naples, Italy.
I went to Naples to race on a track. Lightning speed, no turning back. Little metal engines on my mighty roar. A race of kings, but nothing more. Round and round the circuit spin. Electric thrills ignite within. Who will claim the crown today? The slot car gods decide our fate.
Coming soon from Formula None Films. Get ready for the full documentary of the NSR WRE 24-hour vintage Le Mans slot car race. An epic story of endurance, teamwork, and passion for slot car racing. These films take hundreds of hours to create, capturing every moment, every emotion, and every battle on the track. Subscribe now to support independent slot car filmmaking and help us continue making these amazing stories for you and the entire slot car community. Thank you for your support.